Hi, Clarity fam. Welcome to your reading. They're honest feelings about you. We're not sugarcoating a dang on thing today, okay? We're getting straight to the truth, the raw, the real, and the you deserve better if they can't step up type of energy. It just depends on how it comes through. But either way, I got you. All right. So beautiful, Clarity fam. Take a moment here and meditate on the three cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This is card one with the green aventurine crystal, card two, the brown moonstone, and card three, the rose quartz. All right, so let's get straight into your reading. Hi, Clarity fam. Welcome to your reading. They're honest feelings about you. We're not sugarcoating a dang on thing today, okay? We're getting straight to the truth, the raw, the real, and the you deserve better if they can't step up. And y'all know how we do it over here. We're pulling cards, we calling out energies, and exposing what's really going on behind that unread text, that LOL response, and that, I've just been busy message. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, card one, your energy draws you here to the green aventurine crystal. And your card says embrace change. Embrace change. So, right off the bat, what I'm picking up is that this person feels you pulling back. Okay. And it's not just like, oh, she's being distant. Nah, you've shifted. You have evolved. Okay. And you're focused. So, you are in this, I'm not begging for nobody's energy mode. And they feel it heavy. They feel it heavy. So, it's giving I had access and I'm locked out. I thought she'd always be there, but she's not on my line like before. Okay, that's what is really given. And let me be real with you. They're in their feelings hard. So this ain't just about, you taking time for yourself. It's about them realizing that you don't need them to feel full anymore. You don't need them to feel full anymore. And with that, that's throwing their whole ego into a spin cycle. Okay? So, listen, this is the thing. You stopped romanticizing potential, okay? And you're now making room for reality. Point blank period. All right, so let's go ahead and pull your next card and let's see where the energy is headed. What is the energy as it does relate? Look at that, the organizer, the planet Saturn. Okay, when Saturn show up, baby, you better know, right? It is what it is. Okay, everything has its rightful place with Saturn, with this planet. And it's about, really being truthful and being committed. Okay? But Saturn, baby, not Saturn stepping in like enough with the fantasy. Let's get to the facts. Okay? Because this is grown folk energy. Saturn don't play no games. Saturn shows up when it's time to get real, set boundaries, and put things in their rightful place, even if it stings. Okay? So let me just translate that for you. Listen, this connection is being checked and balanced. And guess who's the one setting the rules now? You. Because you have outgrown the emotional ping pong. You're not chasing crumbs, confusion, or let's just see where things go. You're not doing that. Not with Saturn watching, baby. And this person, they're feeling the pressure. Okay? And they are realizing you're not playing house. You're building a whole damn kingdom. And if they can't match that energy, Saturn is clearing the table. So yeah, honey, this card is saying it's time for structure, real effort, respect, or retreat. And the universe is not letting you accept anything else, anything less. The universe is not doing it. The universe is not allowing you to accept anything less. So let's go ahead and pull your next card. Let's see where the energy is going. Make sure you stay tuned, stay until the ending of the reading, because I'm going to summarize this person's total energy, all right? So what is the energy as it does relate, Spirit? What is coming through? Child power. Let's look at the card, though. Look, a picture says 1,000 words, right? Look at that. They're wrapped in each other. It's okay. So the power card says, you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. You know, the way she looked, that look on her face, like she's contemplating, like, what am I doing here? Yeah. So the power card coming through is, it's no coincidence. It's not. Okay. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's this late, look. She is quietly fed up. She already knows. And the message is loud and clear. It's loud and clear. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. Say it with me. Power. That's the real flex. You might still care. You might still care, and you might still wonder. But you're not blind. You feel the shift. You feel the misalignment. Okay? And your soul is whispering, don't shrink here. Don't shrink here. This person, they're not used to you knowing your worth. Okay? And you're knowing your worth in a very loud way. And they're not used to that. So they're used to the version of you that second guesses, that waits, that hopes. But baby, that version packed her bags. And now you're standing. Listen, you are standing in your knowing, even when it's not easy, right? You're not confused. You're just deciding if you're done. And don't go nowhere. Stay with me till the end, because I'm going to summarize this person's full energy and, what Spirit really wants you to know moving forward. Okay, we're going to go ahead and drop the next card. What is the energy as it does relate? Coming through. What is the energy, Spirit? All right. Will you listen? So they're saying, there's so many things that I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? Will you hear me all the way out? Will you believe me? It's like, what? Let's call it, let's call it what it is. This person is struggling, okay, because they want to talk, they want to pour it out, and they want to be heard, understood, and maybe even forgiven. But baby, now they're scared. Scared that even if they finally said everything that you've been waiting to hear, you won't believe them. You won't trust them. You won't care anymore. And guess what? That's the consequence of being inconsistent. of playing with your time, your heart, your intuition. And now you hold the power, right? Remember the last card? You hold the power and they feel it. Okay. This card carries desperation energy, like, please just listen. Please let me explain. But the question is, do they want to be understood, or do they want to dodge accountability? Because there's a difference and you can feel it. Okay. We're going to go ahead and pull your next card and get the energy coming through. Make sure you stay until the end of your reading, because we got to summarize this entire energy, because I'm telling you, I am picking up something that you need to know. I'm just saying. All right. So listen, let's go ahead and get your next card coming through here. Let's make room for it. All right. So what is the energy as it does relate? What do we have coming through? Addict. Addict. Compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So this person is addicted to something. Okay. Either way, let's see. What am I picking up? Listen, this one is heavy, but it's real. Okay, because this person, they're battling a demon. It could be substances, it could be validation, it could be avoidance, control, ego, even you. Yes, people can be addicted to the chase and not the commitment. But here's the thing. Whatever it is, it's running the show. It's running their show. And that's why you felt their energy as unsteady, up and down, confusing as heck. Okay? They're not fully present because something else has a hold on them. And it's not just a bad habit. It's a soul level sabotage, soul level like sabotage pattern. And until they're ready to face it without lying, denying, or projecting it onto you, they'll keep running in circles. They will keep running in circles. So let's go ahead and pull your next card. And I'm so curious where this message is going. Let's go ahead and pull your next card. You have 2 more cards left, okay? So we're going to pull the next one. All right, so yeah. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what is coming through here. Look at that, the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles, honey. This is you. This is how they see the energy that you have. Point blank, period. They're not going to come out and tell you this, though. Why? Because they're living from their ego. I do want to point out that the Pentacle energy, it rules over the Earth zodiac. So you got Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo coming through strong, okay? And then you have Saturn rules over Capricorn. So this energy could be in the top placements of their birth chart. It could be in the sun, the moon, or the rising sign of theirs or yours, or somewhere, or it could be in the 7th house of relationships, okay? But listen, baby, 9 of Pentacles, baby. Say it with me. Say it with me. Luxury, self-worth, independence, grown-ass woman energy. This card is all about you. And yes, it's giving exactly what it needs to give because you've been doing the work, growing up, putting yourself first and leveling the F up emotionally, spiritually, financially. You're in your bag and in your peace. But here's the T. They see it, they feel it, and it's low-key intimidating them. They're not going to say it out loud because, let's be honest, they are living from ego, not truth. They don't want to admit you've outgrown the version of them that can't match your energy. But trust me, they know they are not in your league right now. They're not. So instead of leveling up, they're watching from the sidelines, hoping you'll shrink to meet them where they are. They want you to shrink to meet them where they are. No, ma'am. This card is your reminder. You are the prize. You've got the standards now. You've got the clarity and you've got options. Okay? Now, we got one more card left, right? And baby, listen, it's gonna pull it all together. And then from that card, we'll summarize this person's total energy, right? And message from spirit. Okay, so let's pull the next card. What is the energy as it does relate? The chaser. This is a chaser in a codependent relationship. Fear of abandonment issues. You see that? Okay. There it is. Whoop, there it is. It's like a confirmation. It's like a freaking confirmation. We just said this. That something was going on beneath the surface. Something's deeply rooted. Okay? So this person, they are in full chase mode, but not in a cute, rom-com way. They not in that cute way, okay? It's giving codependency. It's giving fear of abandonment. It's giving if I want you close. No, not if. I want you close, but only on my terms. And that's not going to fly with the version of you you're becoming. So yeah, they feel you pulling back and stepping into your worth, setting boundaries. And baby, that's triggering their inner chaos. It's triggering it. So this is the thing. Here's the thing. They don't want to lose you. No, they don't. Okay? But they also don't know how to show up for you. So what do? They chase, they cling, they spiral, all while avoiding the real work. Okay? Let's call a thing. Avoidance. Okay? Avoidance. Personality. So we're going to go ahead and summarize this whole energy because, child, woo, okay? Listen, this person's honest feelings, they are shook. They feel the shift in your energy. They're emotional. They're conflicted. They miss you and they want you, but they're battling addictions, ego, fear, and patterns that are not your burden to carry. And Spirit's message to you, you already know what's right for you. You have the power to say no, to walk away, to choose you. Because, baby, listen, you're not chasing anyone. You're attracting what's meant for you. Okay? Keep shining. Stay aligned. Protect your peace. Your energy is sacred and Spirit sees you. Card 1, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading resonates with you and inspire you. And if it does, drop a comment below. I absolutely enjoy reading your comments. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hi, Clarity fam. Welcome to your reading. Their honest feelings about you. And baby, you already know what time it is. Okay, we don't do no fluff over here, okay? We get straight to the truth, raw, unfiltered, and maybe a little too real. But that's how we like it. All right, your energy pulled you right here to the brown moonstone crystal and the acceptance card. And let me tell you something, Spirit does not miss. This card is coming in hot with a message, okay? And it says, it's time to accept the truth about this connection, right? And about you is what the energy I'm picking up, okay? So, because the version of you that tolerated the bare minimum, she's gone. Okay? She is gone. She doesn't exist anymore. So what's coming through already is that you have shifted, evolved, glowed all the way up, and they feel it. They're shook, confused, and low-key obsessed. But, we'll get into all of that in a second. All right? So let's go deeper into what this acceptance card and energy are really trying to show you. Because it's giving powerful divine attachment. All right? Okay? No, detachment. Powerful divine detachment. Okay? This person now has an attachment problem, if you know what I mean, to several things. Okay? Relationships and some other stuff. And we're going to see if we can find that out too. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What's coming through? Saturn, the planet Saturn, which is the administrator. All right? You don't play. When Saturn shows up, Saturn's like, get your butt in line. Okay? Spirit is, look, Spirit is pulling edges. Okay? I'm not even kidding. You discipline now. They know it. You organize. You see, the thing is, you have organized your mind, which has given you that emotional stability. And that's what they don't like, because they like when you were like in a disarray. All right. So let me point this out. Saturn does rule over Capricorn. So that Capricorn energy is significant in the top placements of either their birth chart or yours. Or, it could show up in the sun, the moon, the rising sign, or even the 7th house of relationships, or the planet Venus. Okay? So, but, the planet of discipline, the administrator, the cosmic daddy of get your life together is Saturn. Okay? But let's be real, Saturn don't play. This ain't no go with the flow energy. This is get in line or get left. Spirit said, tighten up. Tighten up, baby. And you did. And that's what's shaking them up. It's what's shaking them up. Because you've been organizing your thoughts, setting boundaries, and getting clear on what you will and what you will not accept. So your energy has matured. It's elevated. It's solid. And they don't know what to do with that. Because let's be honest. They were comfortable when you were emotional, reactive, a little bit in chaos. They fed off that confusion. But now you got your peace, your power, and they're uncomfortable with your stability because they can't control what's grounded, okay? And they can't manipulate what's clear. Spirit is saying, keep standing firm. You're not cold, you're clear. You're not distant, you're disciplined. And baby, that's your superpower. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and pull your next card, and make sure you stay until the end of your reading because I'm going to summarize the total energy. All right, so let's pull your next card. Manifesting miracles. Look, baby, look, you're doing the right thing. You are manifesting. Spirit is saying your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Ooh, this you, baby. And guess what? They see this in you too. They recognize how, like if you say you're going to do something or you say you want something, Spirit gives it to you, right? It may not be a rush, right? But you get what it is that you ask for. Why? Because you're solid. You have faith. You have belief. Okay? So with the manifesting miracles energy coming through, you're on the right path. Your dreams are not just dreams, they're blueprints. And this is giving me chills because I'm so happy for you, right? Chills in a good way, not like in an anxious way, but in like a, ooh, nice, in a nice way, okay? Because your dreams are not just dreams, they're blueprints. And guess what? The universe has been paying attention. So trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Say less, okay? You've been putting in the work spiritually, emotionally, energetically, and now the seeds you planted, they're growing quietly, powerfully, and they see it too. Yes, they see it. Even if they don't say it out loud, right? They can feel how things line up for you, okay? You say you want something, right? You might not get it the next day, but it comes because your energy is consistent. Your faith, unshakable. It's unshakable. And baby, that intimidates them because when someone has faith, discipline, and vision, they can't be played with. They can't be swayed by breadcrumbs and maybes. Okay? So you're manifesting miracles and the universe is moving mountains to meet you. Okay? Keep going. Keep trusting. You're the real deal. So let's go ahead and pull your next card. And let's see where the energy is going. This is not your final card. So we're going to pull your next card and see where the energy is going. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does? Relate. Need time to heal. Right now, I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you. It's about me. So they're coming in here with this message that they need time to heal. No doubt. Right? No doubt. This message here is clear. This isn't about you. It's about them. And right now, they're in their own emotional mess. Okay? They got stuff to work through. Stuff that's got nothing to do with you. And no matter how much you're wondering if it's you or them, the energy is screaming that they need to focus on self-love and healing right now. Do they care about you? Yes. But this moment, it's their journey. Okay? They don't have the emotional bandwidth to give you all of themselves yet. They don't have it. And they're not even realizing that their inability to truly show up for themselves is keeping them from showing up for you. But here's the kicker. This energy, it's not the end. It's not the end. This might be their way of saying, I'm not ready, but I don't want to lose you either. But here's what they aren't saying. This is what they aren't saying. You don't need to sit around waiting for them, okay? Waiting for them to figure it out. You have your own magic to create, period. So let's keep it moving and pull your next card, okay? And let's see what the energy is looking like. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so what is the energy as it does relate? What do we have coming through? All right, what is the energy as it does relate? The Midas, miser, hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. This is this type of person. While you have, you know, like an entrepreneur or like a creative ability to turn anything into gold, right? And Spirit wants to encourage you to delight in sharing life's riches. Where you are generous, this person is kind of tight with their money or things that they get, even information. So it's like you guys are actually opposite in that way. Yeah. Look at this person. They're all about hoarding. And not just money, but their emotions too. They're obsessed with not losing what they got. So whether it's their wealth, their status, or even their heart, they have this tight grip on what they own. No generosity here. No, babe. But here you are with this entrepreneurial, creative energy. You have the ability to turn anything into gold because you're the type who shares life riches. Your heart's open. But them, they're clutching onto everything they have. Okay? Like it's like their last. So here's the deal. You and this person, you're kind of opposite. You're here to give while they're here to hoard. And that imbalance, well, it's a problem. Houston, we got a problem, okay? They're not comfortable with the idea of sharing emotionally or financially. Meanwhile, you want someone who's open, generous, and willing to give as much as they get. So this might be a hard pill, this might be a hard pill for them to swallow, but they have some serious work to do when it comes to loosening that grip on control. Okay, they got a whole bunch of work to do. So we're going to go ahead and pull your next card. We got 2 cards left. We're going to see what's coming through. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? 5 of Wands, honey. Okay. This connection is challenging AF. It's like, hold up. 5 of Wands coming through. Let me tell you this. This card is all about conflict, drama, arguments, tension. This is not a smooth ride, babe. Because this person's energy, chaotic, all over the place. There's tension between you two, and they can't seem to get on the same page with you. Conflict is lingering, and it feels like a constant battle because they're not seeing eye to eye with you, okay? And they may even be fighting with themselves internally. You could be feeling like you're walking on eggshells, constantly trying to avoid the next blow up. They might not be ready to openly, you know, confront it yet. But let me say this, it's bubbling under the surface. And I'm sure you already know, you already feel this push, pull energy, right? It's like 1 minute things are cool, and the next, bam, there's some kind of conflict or drama. Not cute, not fun. So the question is, are you ready to deal with this tension and drama? Or is it time to start cutting ties? Okay. So let's go ahead. We got one more card. So let's see how, all this wraps up. Stick with me. We're almost there. And then we're going to summarize the total energy. I'm really interested to see Spirit's final message here with this. What is the energy as it does relate, Spirit? Camera. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. This person is looking at photographs, reminiscing. Something about the past in this connection is weighing heavily on this person's mind. Okay. But yeah, this person is in full-on nostalgia mode, looking at old pictures, remembering the good times, and probably thinking about what could have been. They're deep in their feels and trying to hold on to the past in some way. So it's like they're stuck in a loop of reminiscing about you, but they can't seem to move forward. The problem here, they're focused on what's gone instead of what's right in front of them. They're holding on to these memories because it's easier than dealing with the present. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's easier than dealing with the present or facing the reality of what's going on between you two. And here's the kicker. Okay? While they're stuck in the past, they're not doing the work to move forward. It's like they're frozen in time, unable to learn from the past and break free from their own patterns. So they're kind of sabotaging themselves by holding on to what no longer serves them. You're ready for new things. You're ready for new things, new opportunities. And they're still living in yesterday. All right, so let's wrap this up and see where the total energy stands, right? You already know we getting ready to do it. All right, okay. So what I'm picking up for as the total energy is this. This person is stuck. And they are holding on to the past, reminiscing about the good times you shared, but they're not moving forward. They're emotionally hoarding. And that's not just about money, it's about emotions too, because they're stuck in fear, afraid of losing something or someone, okay? And it's blocking them from making any real progress. They're not fully embracing change, okay? They're not fully embracing the change that you've already made. Okay, so the shift in your energy, the pullback is definitely hurting them. It's definitely hurting them, but they're not stepping up to do anything about it. They are sitting in their comfort zone, avoiding any real growth. Meanwhile, you've got your game face on. You have got your game face on, manifesting what you want and getting closer to your dreams. Even when it seems like they're in their own little world, They see you as someone who's strong, stable, and knows what they want, but they're not acting on it. They want to, but it feels like they fear abandonment or rejection. Okay? And they're also dealing with some deep inner healing which they're not fully opening up about. Bottom line, this person's energy is in a bit of a tug of war, holding on to the past, yet wanting to move forward. They know you're powerful. They see your strength and your growth, but they're not doing enough to catch up. If they want you, they've got to start matching your energy. You're evolving, and they need to catch up or risk losing you for good. And listen, you're moving forward regardless. You've got a vision for your life. And while they're stuck in their own mess, right? They're stuck in their own mess. You're about to level up. Don't let their hesitation hold you back from the miracles you're manifesting. So there you have it. The truth, the raw energy, and the future unfolding right before your eyes. Make sure you stay true to yourself and keep moving in the direction that aligns with your highest good. You're already on the right path. And so, beautiful card 2, this does conclude your reading. And I hope this reading resonates with you and inspire you. And if it does, drop a comment below. I absolutely enjoy reading your comments. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hi, Clarity fam. Welcome to your reading. Their honest feelings about you. We're about to dive deep, and I mean deep, into what's really going on in their head and heart. And we're not sugarcoating anything. So let's get into it. So your energy has drawn you here to the Rose Quartz Crystal and the Resilience card. And let me tell you, this combo is all about love, self-compassion, and bouncing back stronger than ever, no matter what. It's about overcoming challenges, okay? And showing the world and yourself that nothing can break you. So right off the bat, here's what I'm feeling. This person sees you as someone who's been through the fire and come out on the other side. Stronger, wiser, and more empowered than ever before. You see, listen, they see your resilience, your strength to keep pushing even when life throws all kind of mess your way. Okay? And it's something that honestly intimidates them. It intimidates them. Why? Because they're not quite where you are yet. They admire you, but at the same time, they can't help feel but like, they're not measuring up to your strength. Okay? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of their feelings and see what's really going on, shall we? I'm going to go ahead and pull your next card. And make sure you stay to the end of your reading because I'm going to summarize their total energy, all right? So what is the energy as it does relate? Look at that. You have the Mystic and the asteroid Ketu, Ketu, okay? Yeah, this says, baby, I am spiritually wealthy. I am spiritually wealthy, sensitive, intuitive, introverted. These are things that they see about you. Artistic, imaginative, rebellious. So don't play with me, okay? Don't play. They notice. They notice, okay? They know who you are. Look at this card. One thing about really nice people and, people that take kindness for weakness, that is the one thing that they find out later, like, I should have not tried to play that person. Okay? This right here is next level energy. You're giving sensitive, intuitive, and maybe even, a little introverted. But when I tell you it's dripping in power, artistic, imaginative, rebellious, you don't follow the rules. You make your own. They see you as unreachable sometimes. It's like they can't quite put their finger on you, but they feel you. You're not out here chasing, you're attracting. Your energy is rare. Okay? You don't perform, you embody. And that is messing them up. It's messing them up a bit because they don't know how to access you the way they used to. Okay? They're feeling disconnected and left behind. It's like you're on some spiritual glow up and they're stuck in 3D. That part. Let's keep going because this story is just getting juicier. All right. So what is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? Ooh. So we're going to pick from this pile because this pile of cards just flew out the deck. All right. So we're going to go, we go here. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go, and all will work out. So that's certainly a message coming through from Source to surrender. And guess what? This person knows you've surrendered, but not to them. Listen, this message hit deep because this ain't just spirit talking to you. Like, this is also your person realizing that you've already surrendered. You've already surrendered. You let go. Not in a petty, I don't care anymore kind of way, but in a powerful, I choose me kind of way. And I'll tell you, they feel that shift. It's like an energetic silence that's louder than words. And they no longer live rent-free in your spirit the way they used to. And it's got them pressed and reflective. So they thought you'd chase. They thought you'd linger. They thought you'd wait. But you surrendered. And now they're the ones holding on. They are the ones holding on. Let's go ahead and pull up your next card. We got a few cards to go because this story is unfolding, baby. It's given awakening. So let's pull your next card. So what is the energy as it does relate? Their honest feelings. You're mine. I get so pissed knowing other people can have you now. Is it toxic? Yeah, I don't care. I want the world to know you're mine. You heard that, right? Let me adjust your cards for 1 second. I want to make sure. I get so pissed knowing other people can have you now. Is it toxic? Yeah. Do they care? Not even a little. I want the world to know you're mine. Listen, you heard that right. This energy is jealous. It's territorial and it's given. I fumbled the bag and now I can't breathe without it. Let's be real. This person may have not acted like they cared when they had your full attention. But now that you pulled back, now that they see other people possibly peeping your glow, your vibe, your whole essence, it's war in their head. It's war. They want to put a lock on what they never fully valued in the moment. And baby, you being unattainable, that's their karma. But here's the wild part. They're still battling with their pride. They want to claim you, but they don't want to admit how bad they messed up. So what you get instead is this intense energy of mine without action. Let's keep going because this story is still unfolding and Spirit is not done spilling tea. All right, so let's go ahead and pull your next card. All right. So what is the energy as it does relate? What we got coming through? Addict. It says compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. Addicted. The addict. Listen, this one right here, let's talk about it because this is about compromising integrity and honesty. Okay? So listen, this is deep soul stuff and not surface level drama. Because this person, they got some real battles going on, okay? Battles with control, needing validation, with habits that are low-key running their life more than they're willing to admit. And let's be clear, this ain't just about substance. This is that emotional addiction too. Addicted to chaos, addicted to chase, addicted to the way you made them feel. Safe, adored, needed. But instead of rising to meet you with honesty and integrity, they spiraled. Let those addictive patterns run the show. They fumbled loyalty, truth, and vulnerability for the comfort of dysfunction. And they know it. Even if they'll never say it out loud, you were the grounding force that they didn't know they needed. And guess what? They are still watching, still triggered, still pulled in by your energy. But Spirit is making one thing clear. Until they face their shadows, they will keep circling the same karmic drain. You're rising. You are rising. Let's keep going. This energy is still unraveling. And baby, the plot thickens. So let's go ahead and pull your next card. We got 2 more cards to go before the final summary. Okay. What is the energy as it does relate? The 4 of Pentacles. Let me just say this. The 4 of Pentacles, it's about something physical. It's about, being greedy. Okay. It is, it's that energy where someone, you know how we just talked about like hoarding, right? Hoarding things and trying to control things, right? But with you having the 4 of Pentacles here, this is greed, okay? Because when this card shows up, It also says somebody is holding on for dear life, emotionally, energetically, possibly even financially. This person clutching, clutching the connection, clutching the idea of you, clutching their control, even while everything around them is shifting. They want you close, but they're scared to open up. They want access to your energy, but they're not doing the inner work to deserve it. They're watching you elevate, heal, glow up. And deep down, they know they're going to get left behind if they don't move. If they don't move. So, but instead of flowing with the universe, they're trying to get grip onto like comfort zones that don't even serve them anymore. Let's be honest. This is that I don't want to lose you, but I don't know how to keep you energy. That possessive but unavailable kind of vibe. Okay? And let me say this clearly. Your energy is currency. And this person, they have been overdrafting spiritually and emotionally. Stay with me, love. We got one more card before the final wrap up. And I already feel spirit getting loud. So let's see here. What is the energy as it does relate? Soulmates, soul connection, partnership, agreement, a soul contract. So this person is fated to be here on your path and your journey. Something is you're supposed to learn. I feel like this could be karmic energy for this person as well, for them to learn a huge lesson, and you are the catalyst for that lesson. I feel like this person knows that deep down they are learning lessons right now, right? But that doesn't mean that they are actively correcting their behavior. But, you know, this card right here is no joke, because when it comes through at the end of the spread, Spirit is closing the book with divine punctuation. Okay? Spirit is closing the book with divine punctuation. This person, fated, a soul connection, a karmic mirror, a whole contract signed in spirit before y'all even showed up in this life. But let me be clear, babe. Just because it's a soul contract doesn't mean it's a forever seat at your table. Sometimes they're here to trigger the awakening. And sometimes they're here to test your boundaries. And sometimes you're the lesson they beg the universe for. What I'm picking up loud and clear is that this person feels the weight of the connection. They know that you're not just somebody they talked to. They know your energy is sacred. But that, it doesn't automatically mean growth. Knowing they've got a soul tied to you and actually rising to meet it. Okay? Those are two different things. This right here is classic karmic school energy. You are the upgrade. But will they level up or repeat the pattern? Let's go ahead and summarize the total energy of this reading, love, because Spirit is not done speaking yet. You ready? All right, here we go. Let's get into it. Okay, because Spirit came through loud and clear and a little dramatic, as it should. Okay, because this person's honest feelings about you It's given intensity, it's given attachment, it's given I don't want you, but I don't want anyone else to have you either kind of chaos. They feel your power. They feel your pullback. They feel that you're no longer pressed. And baby, they're pressed enough for the both of you. You are showing up in this reading as someone who stepped into your alignment. You're more emotionally regulated, grounded, and focused. And that makes them spiral because they were used to the version of you that needed their validation. And now you validate yourself. And that shakes them to their core. They are coming in with that, I miss you, but I'm not doing better energy. Still holding on to patterns, okay? And still struggling with addictions, emotional, energetic, maybe even physical. Still withholding love, time, money, vulnerability, and truth. And calling it protection. And let's not forget the soulmate card at the end. Yes, this is a divine connection, but that doesn't mean it's your final destination. It might just be the fire that refined you, the mirror that revealed you, or the test that you passed with flying colors. And the final word from Spirit here is, you have outgrown the version of you that tolerated the version of them that's showing up now. Let them chase. Let them spiral. You've got bigger soul work to do. And that's on healed, whole, and not coming off your throne. Okay, with clarity and attitude. Mic drop. Stay magic. Beautiful card 3, this does conclude your reading. And I hope this reading resonates with you and inspire you. And if it does, drop a comment below. I absolutely enjoy reading your comments. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.